How old is your marriage?
Okay, the marriage is 11 years old now.
11 years old.
Yes.
At what point did you start being abused in this marriage?
You know, the time that I started being abused, during pregnancy.
Of your first child?
Yes.
Wow.
But when the thing happen, people will tell you, say, it's just understanding.
Welcome to the 4th episode of my Mental Health Naija, the first of its kind mental health podcast in Nigeria, where we deconstruct mental health stereotypes and stigmatizations using alluring and relatable mental health conversations that empower your mental health. This episode is a real life story of Ijedi. Guys, listen carefully, share this video, follow us, and of course, join the conversation. The reason why I'm bringing this to the show is because in the past few weeks, we've had a lot of things happen online. We've had a lot of things happen in the Nigerian space regarding marriages. And even now, we are still boiling in hot water when it comes to marriages in Nigeria. Either breaking marriages or marriages where husbands are killing their wives. This is truly, truly heartbreaking on so many different levels. So, after seeing the hot takes that everybody are giving regarding marriage, why would women not live toxic marriages? Why are they so happy being in toxic marriages? I know that people can really be angry. People would, just feel irritated at the thought of the fact that someone would have been maltreating you in a marriage and you still stay there, especially for a long length of time. It is for this purpose that I decided to bring someone who have real life experiences to the show to share with us why would women not leave marriages? How do these marriages start? Because you don't really know what people are going through. We can be online giving a lot of hot takes, but the reality may truly be different. Madam, please would you introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Mrs. Chinelo Ibe. I'm from Anambra State.
Thank you very much for coming to the show. This is not easy at all for anyone to do, to share their story for the world to hear. We're just going to dive right into it. I want us to just have a one-on-one conversation. Just talk to us. I want the audience to understand what it means to be in an abusive marriage, how you got here, and why you have not taken a step back. Do you have plans? And of course, are there ways that we can help you? But let's start from the beginning. We've seen a lot of men marry women, making them promises upon promises. Want to know where your own journey started? How did you get into marriage? Where were you before you started the journey of marriage? How did you meet your husband?
Okay. I met my husband 2000. He married me. We are happy. So many promises follow up. I will do this for you. I will be best man. We began journey. I give birth to my first child. Before giving birth, it was like by then the man get crash. You are the source of my problem. I will be like, how am I become source of this man problem? Ever since he met me, I was trying my best, and I will not even trouble you. I'm not even requesting anything from you. If you do, good. If it not do, fine. Starting from that 2005, I was, I don't have choice because I have given birth. We now began the journey. But you know what? There is a day that comes. I didn't know what happened. I don't know, but I begin to see bullying. The man begin to bully me as if that I become a slave. I don't have more to say. I cannot even say anything. I don't have anybody to tell. I don't want even my family to know about it. Because I will begin to think, now I have left my home, get married to this so person. If my family know this, I will enter into trouble. Because my parents will not be happy. My younger senior ones will not be happy. I continue endure, praying that one day he will change. The man will just, if you come back, welcome. Nonsense.
That's what he will say?
That is what he will say.
Are you serious?
I will be like, it is well. Oh. He cannot discuss with you. He cannot tell you anything about him. He can't even know who he's well about. If you say, Dad, we need to do this, he will give you abuse. Insult you. To the extent that he will be disgracing in presence of people. In neighborhood. You cannot even get, you will just be crying to your God. You are into marriage, but you are into hell. Slave. Journey continue. Who will I explain this to? Nobody. No one. We still enduring. Keep on enduring.
Did you belong to any church as of then? Were there people, at least family, friends?
I belong to church, but then they could not do anything.
But they knew about it.
What our pastors can do is that they will come out and say, it's okay now. This is not how this marriage is supposed to be. But your wife is trying. Your wife is a good woman. Even if it is anything that this woman do, you people should settle it in a good way. We say, Oga, go your house. This is my home. So, at the end of it, the pastor will call you, talk to you, give you the word of God. Then you continue living. Till now. He doesn't care for the children. He doesn't care for anything. In fact, he will even tell you that there is nothing you can do to him. Nothing he can do. And if not, let him see what you can do. In fact, no one will ask of you. Because yes, truly, he knows that you don't have anybody that will ask of you. So, when a man approach you, I want to marry you, I love you, he will be as if that you never seen any other thing before. Because when he started, he will be showing you love. Whether he requests or not, he will always be there. But my dear, when you get into that marriage, you will now know what they call manage. You will now begin to see that it's not marriage, it's manage. In fact, in other way around, sometimes management is more better than manage.
Wow.
You will see that it's not a marriage, it's just abuse. Because sometimes when you get into marriage, you will see that there is mercy. God will bless you. You will quickly took in. In that process, you have given birth. Now, you will start receiving insults, abuse, bullying. For you to go out, it will be as if that if you leave that marriage, you will not see any other man that can even approach you. You will begin to say, hey, this marriage, can I be inside this kind of marriage? I would like to be, out of this marriage. Then when you look at your baby, when you come think journey so far, what can you do? You will start endure and praying. Maybe tomorrow, the man will change. You keep on answering wife, hustling here and there. Endure. Before you know it, you don't give birth to second one. You still endure it. Maybe in the other side, you don't have help. You don't have someone that will say, even if you come out, I will help you. You will be, you don't see anything, anybody that you can even explain yourself to. You will be enduring. But that man that you are into, you are with, you don't even care. The person will not care for you, will not care for your children, in fact, you will be running helter-skelter.
I want to ask you, Mrs. Chinelo, did your husband make you promises when you were getting married?
That one, he will make you promises that he will never one day touch you, he will never one day bruise you, he will never one day, do you anything bad, he will be with you, he will do this, he will do that. There is many promises that he will make for you, but when you enter, you will now see the other side of the story.
How old is your marriage?
Okay, the marriage is 11 years old now.
11 years old?
Yes.
At what point did you start being abused in this marriage?
The time that I started being abused, during pregnancy.
Of your first child?
Yes.
Wow.
But when the thing happened, people will tell you, say, it's just understanding. You people will understand each other. Keeping on endure, hold your home, build your home. You people will understand. Till today, no understand, because nothing you can do that the person will say you are doing it well. Everything is bad, baddest. In fact, you don't even know what to stand and say anything. You are just crying, looking unto God.
So from the stage of first pregnancy, you started being abused, which is you would actually beat you.
Yes.
From pregnancy.
He beat on the, in fact, if he like, he can even send you away.
Out of the house.
Yes. People have to come and beg
before you come back in.
Before you come back. And then we still tell you, say, you should keep on enduring this. It's marriage. It's not a friend, it's marriage. Everything will be alright.
Mm-hmm.
Everything will be alright. Up till now,
nothing is alright.
Nothing is alright.
So, who were some of the people that you took, this problem to? Who were some of the people that you spoke to? Family, church people, workplace. Who were some of the people that you told, see, oh, my marriage don't they cry? I should look at, see what my husband is doing to me. And what were their responses? Starting from family, friends.
The friends, the family that I talk to, a family always like that the marriage will not be crashed. Then we always give you advice. You should endure. That is how some marriage normally be. If you can't come out, you have already give birth for you to make choice. When you come back to your home, they will not welcome you as if that the time that you are single. So if you calculate all those things, you will still endure, keeping it on, hoping that tomorrow will be better. And meanwhile, the thing is very difficult. No changing. My dear, children is number one that can seize any woman that is inside hell management of like marriage.
To live, from living.
Yes.
Okay, but before we get to that, can you explain to us at what point all of these things started? After first child, second child, you said you have 7 children, right?
Yes, the children, now there are 7.
So is it like from the third one he started beating you, or from the very first one?
It started from first one. Yeah, when the first one happened, he said that is a mistake.
Of course, mistake.
He said it is a mistake. So he said, anyway, the mistake has been done. We have to let go.
Now, at what point, because you had said that he stopped providing, at what point did he stop providing for the children and left everything for you to do?
For the children, he don't care for the children. The only thing that he can do is that he can bring the one that you tell that this is what I have.
And that would be like how much? Maybe 10,000
for a food?
Yes.
Is it for daily or for month or for
Madam Chinelo,
he can even give you 1,500. That is what he gets. He cannot beat him. And you will cook food and give to him. So,
and he will eat.
Yes.
Oh my God. Coming to taking care of your kids, all this while of abuse, does this man take care of your kids? At least as he's beating you, he'll be providing school fees, food, something like that. How about that?
He's a man with that. The man, he doesn't care. He don't care for his children. He don't care for anyone. He's not caring at all. In a health time, this person is not okay, and what can we do? It's not even care. He don't care. It's not his business. He cannot broach that kind of issue. He will shout at you.
Now, the next thing that I really want to ask is, a lot of people keep asking the same question. Why can't you leave? What is stopping you from leaving? Can you mention those things?
Okay. As a mother, as a woman, it will be too difficult for you to leave when you are not capable. Because you carrying those children around now, it will be difficult because of, how can you start?
Okay.
Because these children now, you cannot carry them and go to your father's house. And if you still go back to their house, it still be the man's house. You are still marrying him. He will still get control over you. If you go to your parents' house, you're supposed to know. Then we start insult. Some that may not even know what is going on. Then we begin say, now your character don't bring you back, but then don't know that you are passing hell. That is why you hear some women die inside the marriage. Now because of them don't think their back, their front, their left, their right. They don't have help and they don't know what to do. That is why then we stay there until they die. And if you leave the children, for a man that does not even care right from beginning, he cannot care for them. Then when those children, many of them will turn to useless. Many of them will even die. So that is why when some women that reason, if they reason it finish, they say, let me continue this orphanage. Maybe one day God will raise a helper, or maybe one day God will change my story. Let me take, because of these children, continue living life.
Which brings us back to what the society is now kicking against. There is now a mantra going on that says live to live. That is, leave the marriage so that you can live, you can be alive. My question is it better? And I'm asking you this now, not even just for yourself. What would be your advice to other women? Would you say stay there and die? Or would you say go back to your parents' house and let people laugh at you? How do you see it?
The way where the marriage issue is now, my dear, for you to sit down and die, is it no more better that you run? Let them tell your children, if I thought that the man, do you know that there is a one that I even witnessed? The man collected the children. Imagine the man collected the children. The woman said, the children have already known me. When they grow, they will look for me. If they not even look for me, it's better that they're telling the children that your mother run and leave you and you live her life than to die. Me, I support women to run because men, they are heartless. There are many bad, evil men now. They are killing their wife in the way, what helped me may not help others. The kind of mind and grace that is for you may not be with another person. So for me to advise person to sit down, keep your leg and your hands and die, is not possible.
So even if you have not gotten the courage to live, your advice to women is live.
Live. That is my advice.
And if you had the courage, and what else? Resources.
If I have the resources.
What type of resources for what? For house, at least for where your children will stay, or what?
If I have the resources, like for house, to make provision for them. Because even if I got house and I cannot make the provision, it still be the same thing. If I have resources, like house for them to stay, and doing things like business so that I can see some incomes to train them for school, for this one is not feeling fine, is sick, you can be able to take care of them. Because now, let me say, the house that I'm living is because he's the one that paying the house rent. So I cannot be able to catering house rent and solving the children problem.
But does it mean that you're idle? You're not doing anything?
I'm doing things. That is why I'm helping the children. I'm hustling, doing many things. Anything that I see I can be able to do, I do it. Housework, anything I can do, I will do it to help them. That is why I'm helping them to pay their school fees, solving their problem, their health.
And he knows all these things. He knows that you're doing all these things.
Yes, he's aware.
What does he say about them?
About them? He will even abuse you on top.
Wow.
Abuse them, join.
What are some of the complaints that your husband have about you that you have heard with your own ears? This woman that was burnt to death, there were rumors that the husband said she was cheating and a lot of things. Men always have the excuses. Bad men have excuses why they would, do such evil things to their wives. So what are some of the things that you've heard your husband say to you that imerenka, imeroka?
He didn't say that I do him any bad thing. He will always say I be his downfall. That is it.
Wow. That is mind blowing. I don't know.
But coming to when you associate with his friends, like people that know him, them themselves then will be like, how I wish my wife is like this. this woman is a really woman, is a hustler, you know. But when you come home, you will look at yourself. People are saying like this to me, but the person does not recognize what
Your words.
your word is or what you are doing, you know. Anyway,
So all in all, there is no complaints.
no,
His complaint is you are his downfall.
downfall.
That's why all this abuse and all of those things. Thank you for coming to my mental health Naija. I'm sorry for everything that you've been going through this number of years in your marriage. We pray that you have the courage and the strength to make the decision that will be favorable to you and your children and to your own life and to your life. Because we don't want to hear stories that anything happened to you, that you are gone as a result of Ijedi. So, are there any last words you would like to tell our audience?
The last word that I have to tell everyone is that I'm happy to be here. At least I have people that will hear my voice. And I'm advising women that, my dear, whenever you see someone beat you first one, don't say it will change. Because no change you. As long as he beats you, pick your slippers, don't look back, run for your life. Run. Person wey say stay there, he will not come and help you. Now you go carry your road, now you go suffer your sufferness. So
Thank you very much. So what I'm understanding in this whole thing is that it's not like some women who are in these marriages don't know the right thing to do. The problem is courage and resources, right? Courage and resources to live. And so I really hope and pray that you'll get the courage and the resource that you need to live.
amen.
Because sometimes I understand that even when you need to leave, you need to prepare for the war ahead. We've heard of women who left and their husband followed after them, making sure to even kill them even as they are running for their lives. So it's usually not that easy. Oh, thank you for sharing your story. Dear family, please help me to thank Mrs. Chinelo for sharing her story. I don't know if we took anything out from this episode, but believe me, I took something out from it. Some of my doubts about why women stay in abusive relationships have been clarified. One of which is, okay, they know what to do. They know what to do. But to do it is the problem. And this does not even sound strange to me at all. Maybe as a mental health coach. Because even in therapy, you get to see a lot of people who know what to do, but don't just know how to do it. Either the courage to do it or, just whatever. So it also means that there are a lot of women in marriage who know what to do, because you can't tell me that someone is abusing you in a marriage or relationship and you don't know that you should leave. Definitely, you're not comfortable. You're not happy being beaten. You're not happy being, you're not happy being panel beating. You're not happy being the doormat. But how to live is the problem. The courage to pick up your things and go is the problem. Because let me tell you this, from a psychological point of view, there's a lot of things that happen in your mind before you make a decision as big as that. Even for people who have the courage to leave marriages, especially the rich or the well-to-do who have the courage to leave, they leave and still have to go to therapy to amend some of the emotions, to be able to cope. Some people have left and even taken their own lives because they could not bear the after effects. They could not bear the aftermath of it. And these are some of the things that we must put into consideration, both for men and for women. But especially for women, as regards to what is going on. The whole point of this is, let's be a little more empathetic. Let's be a little more sympathetic if you cannot be empathetic. This is not for women who continue to say, be praying, don't worry, be submissive, with your submission is going to change. That's bullshit. Those are not the category of women I'm talking about. I'm talking about women who have realized this man is out to kill me. This marriage is not for me, but do not have the courage to leave that marriage. These are the set of women that I am talking about. This video, this whole thing is for women who are intentional, women who truly want to make a move but cannot make that move. These are the people that this empathy and this sympathy that I'm asking us all to employ is for. I know that we are always of the opinion, live to live. And I am a master of that opinion, live to live. But another thing that we should understand as a society is that it is never easy to just carry your bag and go. It is not easy, and this is why financial empowerment is very important for every woman. And if you eventually marry and you are already financially empowered, you now marry like you are doing something as a woman before getting married, and then your husband eventually turns against you and he's not helping at all. Your resources might not be enough to take care of your children, let alone, moving or living without resource or resources. So let's employ more empathy, help any woman around you as much as you can, speak up for the women around you, and God bless you. If you've watched up until this point, please leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think. This is my Mental Health Naija, and we are here to debunk myths and online toxicity. Thank you so much for watching. Follow us, like us, and share our page. Recommend it to other people. We'll be bringing you more stories and real life experiences like this.